anything to offer. They have nothing to offer at all, nothing of substance. It's just them being attractive. And I see so many people go for that. Like that's what they want. That's what they're interested in, you know? And I guess it just boggles my mind because like I'm friends with several of these individuals and I used to be good friends with them and then they just like stop talking to a lot of people because they're too cool, you know? Like it makes me think where if we didn't have such an abundance of things, we'd have stronger interpersonal relationships, you know? Like if you want to talk to somebody, you have that at your fingertips. Whereas 20 years ago, that was not as accessible. So if you wanted to talk to someone, you might actually have to go to the bar, you know, go to the bookstore, go to the cafe
Oh,
and
dude,
really talk
yeah.
to somebody. And I don't know, it's yeah, it's just interesting to me because like these people, they're carried by their followers in a sense, and they have this superficial feeling that they're really important and really famous because they have a significant follower count, right? Or a lot of people who watch their stories, yada yada. And then they get this conflated idea of themselves when, and it seems like that's what society wants from them, so that's all they capitalize on is their looks, right? They talk about their skincare and they become Instagram influencers, and they have nothing else to offer to society. And I'm not the kind of person that's going to be like, oh, like fuck those people, but like I just don't choose to associate with them because I'd rather have something that has more meaning, right? Like it makes you wonder if we're ever going to have a pop of our social media bubble per se. You know,
I don't think so.
I mean I
I
wouldn't
mean,
doubt
I
it.
would hope.
I wouldn't doubt it, but like the scientist in me is like, well, there's no way I could say it won't happen. You know, I mean, how do you know it won't happen? I mean, this is the kind of I have that
So
same
I think the
mentality with lots of
probability
things.
of it happening is low.
Yeah, I could
I'm
agree
not
with
going to
that.
say it won't happen, but
But we'll
it's
think of it
not
this way, not like a
really.
social media like break where it's just going to disappear forever. No, I'm talking um like Facebook has been under a
No.
lot of shit recently, right? I can't see
Yes.
Facebook going anywhere soon, but imagine if it did. What do people do, right? I'd be affected because I don't directly use my Facebook account. The only reason that I haven't deleted it is because I like Spotify. It's a petty ass reason. It's a very
Yeet.
selfish reason. But it's just because my Spotify account is linked with my Facebook account and my
Yeah.
Instagram account is linked with my Facebook account. I stopped making accounts with Facebook years ago. But I'm still hooked with this, right? I mean, we already have this problem with fucking credit checking companies like Experian and Equifax, like where they somehow fumble our, you know, extremely important social security numbers and other information that people shouldn't be privy to. And I don't know, it's like I can just see these things getting tampered with in a way, but I'm just curious. Yeah, back to the point. I think I'm just tired of superficial people that only care about how they look, you know? Like,
Yep.
there's a lot of that. Um, that's one reason like I like something like this, like Discord or Reddit, for example. I mean, Reddit has lots of quirks, and it's definitely not the most positive place. I think it's gotten a bit more soft recently. Like people can't take a joke, and I don't know why, but like Discord, there's a lot of people in here who I'd never seen what they look like, and I'm okay with that because it's more me getting to know them as a person through their voice, you know, through their actions, through
Mhm.
their character, through their voice. It's all vocal, and I find that fascinating. So I don't know, but yeah,
I
so
get
is
it.
so is life.
Yep. I mean, I get it. I like. I don't post anything on social media except for in Discord.
Yeah, I saw.
Like,
I'm in a balance because like I like to post stuff on social media because it does have very great. It has fantastic consequences in the sense where like for example, there's this girl in Argentina I've been talking to, right, for like the last month. And I find that so cool that I can talk to someone across the world. You know, I mean, we already have this in Discord with people. Rain is in Poland. I mean, Brett was in Japan for a bit. We already have like several people that are in Japan, Korea. We have parts of Ukraine, Mexico. Um, Colombia. I mean, the list goes on of just people in the Discord server, and I think that's really cool how you can connect with people that way. What I'm trying to find is the balance where I can connect with someone but still value it, even though it may not be a physical relationship. You know, like it's easy with gaming because we play games together and we make memories, but I'm struggling with like following someone on Instagram and staying in touch with them if there isn't anything that, like hobby-wise that we share together. Because what are you going to talk about? You know? Hi, kitty.
yeah, I totally get that. Um.
Hi, fluffy kitty. You're so
Oh
fluffy.
God, dude.
You're so
Yeah.
fluffy.
There's big upsides and there's definitely like huge downsides of it. Like,
Yeah.
you know, there's like a lot of big upsides. Like you get to talk to people from all over the world, but like at the same time, I don't know. Like, is it really is it really worth it? And the danger of like what it causes, and like the amount of like depression and anxiety that now exists.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen The Social Dilemma or whatever on Netflix. It's fascinating because it goes into detail about how social media companies aren't inherently bad. And this is, I would quote this as a source because it's the number of people that they had prior, or that were previously working at these companies like Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, Microsoft, LinkedIn, you know. And they're talking about how it's like, hey, why are you trying to attack my necklace? Hmm? They're, they were talking about how it's not like the
You
worst
second
thing. It's
LinkedIn's
just,
talking about attacking your necklace.
well, the
Sorry,
cat
I
William,
know. I'm just
you butt. Um, hey, hey, stop it. No. Why do you like dangly things so much, cat? Cats are weird. But no, they're
Cats
talking
are
about
weird, but
how,
that's okay.
yeah, but algorithms, like, for example, like they are a, I could relate them in a sense to a weapon such as like a gun, right? They are a tool. They are a weapon when you use them as such. They can be defensive when you use them as such. Whereas, you know, these algorithms, you could blame, when you watch this, it's really interesting because they correlate a lot of what's been happening with our election and just like politics in general
oh yeah,
to advertisers and how advertisers are essentially taking over such a gist of social media because like social media they're selling to the highest bidder. YouTube's doing this right now and they're getting rid of a lot of commentators that are doing no harm. And it's to satisfy their advertisers. It's to satisfy who pays their bills in a sense. And so you have the same thing with Instagram where it's like, all right, well he liked this post. Let's show him more of this post. And you think that would be a good thing, right? But like let's say you notice how you look up like a pillow once, right? And then you start seeing pillows everywhere.
yeah.
Well, it's
Welcome
I
to where
mean
your data's been sold.
yeah, and we know this, right? We know this, but yeah, it's your data. It's literally your data that's being sold to the highest bidder. And with these advertisements, it's not always what you think you want, it's what they think you want, right? And so it's like, oh, why am I getting all these gun advertisements? And then you see those gun advertisements in lieu of all these political scandals or fallacies, and you're like, what can I believe? You know, like, and you get pressured into buying this weapon, and then you buy the gun, and it's like we're being controlled in a sense in a way that we never thought possible. Like one cool thing they brought up in that show was that we set up a defense socially, but we never really talk about defending our brain and the way we think, right? I mean,
Mhm.
these we're literally holding something that can be a fantastic tool. I mean, social media has linked millions of people together, and it's such a fascinating thing, you know. But then you have, on the other hand, it's like you can use this for nefarious purposes, or someone else could use this for nefarious purposes, and you have no idea that it's a bad thing for you because it's easy to suck up your time because you have your games, you have your contacts, right? YouTube videos, you can read your books on your phone, right? You can look at all your pictures that you've taken. You can upload those pictures places. I mean, I don't even need to explain what social media can do and what your phones can do, but it's just like they suck you in, you know? It's
Mhm.
wild. And it
Like,
just
I don't even think you need. I don't even think you need like. I mean, nowadays you don't even need like TV. You know,
you,
you
you
got your
don't.
phone.
You don't. To be honest, I rarely turn on my TV. The main reason I like my TV is I like, this sounds kind of hypocritical or ironic because I just was talking shit on advertisements, but I like the break of advertisements so I can kind of break away from the TV and do other things, right? I like the live sensation of television because I feel like I'm connected to the world in a sense. And unfortunately, that's just because I grew up around a TV, right? It's something that's comfortable for me. But I mean, like, I don't know. It's just interesting because we use these phones, we use these computers and everything. We don't realize the full effect that they have on us. And when someone calls it out, you're like, no, like I would never do something bad, right? Or you don't understand why you're so angry. You don't understand why you're so angsty, why you have so much depression, you know? Like we were never created, we have not evolved as a species to get to the point where we are put out to the world and surrounded by so many people and judged by so many people through a social media platform. We were not evolved for that, you know, and I think it's interesting to see how we've reacted. I wouldn't say it's interesting in a good way, but it's like, what can we do about it? You know, might as well study it. I think anthropology would be very, very interesting right now. I know there's been studies that have come out in regards to people that are our age, for example, but then you also have people that are 10 years younger than us and how social media's affected
Hey,
them because they were really stuck in it. They were really stuck in it, you
what?
know?
Really?
Oh yeah. No, I
Like
totally
I'm
get that.
comfy.
growing up with an iPad in your hands. Like I see so many parents do that, and I'm not. It's not
Oh,
my kid, but it's like,
oh,
do you
dude, no.
understand what you're doing? Because like for example, this year, I feel like I've definitely lost my love of reading and art and just going outside because I have everything I need at my apartment, you know. I ensure
Mhm.
that. And coronavirus has also ensured that I don't go outside a lot, you know. I mean, I've gone out maybe 20 times this year, not counting work. I mean, work I have to be on the road, but it's like most of the
Yeah.
time I'm here, you know. I'm happy to socialize with everybody in here, but it's just like I find it hard. I went and bought 2 books today, and I haven't looked at them since I bought them, Ben. Whereas usually I would sit there and I'd read that thing the first night.
Oh
And
yeah.
it's
No,
so easy for me to just sit here and not do that.
I'm the same way. Like I have literally I just finally just read the book I ordered like a long time ago,
Yeah.
and finally just like 2 days in a row just read it and kept reading it. Like fuck, like the amount of books I haven't been reading this year that I could be. And I'm used to like listening to books on my way to work because I used to have a longer commute. So
Yeah.
it was like I have to listen to a book on my way to work because what else am I gonna do?
Yeah.
And now it's just like shit. I've gone from like probably at least 3 books a month to one at the max every 2 months. Like it's not been good.
I feel
So
you
I
on that,
get that.
brother.
The iPad thing too, like Jesus, the amount of kids I see with like technology in their hands, and like yeah, I'm surrounded literally right now. I have a gaming computer sitting next to me. I have my monitors in front of me. I have
Yeah.
my Xbox over on the TV. Like I'm definitely like the worst example of this, but like I
Well,
really hate
same.
that.
I feel you, but here's the thing for me, like I I understand. I think that's one good step for us is we both understand. We understand that there are these things, and it's at least we know it's a thing, right? So many people don't. They grow up into this and they think it's the normal, when in reality it's like, no, go outside, man. Like go outside and just do things.
Well, yeah,
Like,
and it's like that, and like I mean, I haven't really taken my mountain bike out this year. Like I have a free mountain bike from my work, and I still haven't taken it out that much.
dude, I have a road bike, a really nice carbon fiber bike. It's like, I mean, you'd appreciate it, right?
But yeah, yeah,
I haven't even ridden it, dude. I've
dude, I
I've
have
been
a
here this whole time. I haven't even ridden it. I mean, in my defense, well, this isn't defense, but it's a fact. Ever since I started riding motorcycles, I had a really hard time getting back on a pedal bike. Something that goes
oh,
vroom
I can
vroom
believe
versus
that.
me having to pedal and exert my body when I could be on a bike and be going 150 in 2 seconds. I mean, there's nothing like it, you know. And it's hard for me to get back on a bike knowing that I could be on a motorcycle. But
Totally, and I totally get that. Like literally, Athena and I both have our bikes hanging up right behind where I'm at right now. They're both hanging on my wall, and I haven't ridden my gravel bike at all. Athena hasn't ridden their gravel bike at all because both of it, like, we've ridden it like what 5 times since we bought yours in the spring for my work. Yeah, it's like been like 5 times, and it's just like it sucks because we don't have the motivation to get. We want to get out of the apartment, but then it's like, oh, every time we get out of the apartment, and you're like, oh well, welcome back to COVID world, super fun, and I don't know. I just think it's been really hard to get out on my bike, which I have like a really nice steel frame bike, and I really want to use it more. I wanted to like justify buying an e-bike, and now I haven't been able to like justify it.
yeah, I feel you, man.
So
We live in a society. I don't know. That's one reason why I decided to start recording as well. I mean, there's multitudes, there's a plethora of reasons, right? I always say it's because John said I was cheating in Minecraft. No, it's more than that. It's really like I want to record what it is I'm doing because I mean, as you well know, I love to take Snapchats. I have thousands of Snapchats, you know. I love that. I love the journal keeping sense. And that's the same thing for me with gaming because it's all slipping by so fast. I mean, I only turned 23 2 days ago, but it feels like I turned 22 4 days ago. And that's scary to me. It's scary that we're getting old. You know, it's scary that my friends are having children and I'm not ever going to be able to spend as much time with them as I used to.
oh my god,
It's
yeah, the
it's
amount of
it's honestly
people.
terrifying. It's terrifying because I see my grandma now and she's not the same person she used to. She used to be. She's getting older.
Oh
And
yeah,
honestly,
no,
it's terrifying to me. I mean, me
oh,
personally, I don't mind. I guess I don't really mind getting older, and I'm happy living the way that I am. But it just sucks because like I don't. It's that overbearing feeling where I just want to make sure I don't ever miss out on anything. You know, the feeling of missing
FOMO.
out. Yes, FOMO. And but it's not FOMO like I mean, I guess it's FOMO in like a big sense. I don't really have that feeling anymore because that's why I record the videos, right? Like it's if I'm like, oh, I'm not having, I feel like I'm missing out. It's like, no, I've had so many good times in the past. You know?
Mhm. Yeah, I totally get that, and like I totally get the grandparents thing. Like my last grandparent just passed away earlier this year, and like that was just like a realization that just like hit my whole family. That was like, oh, well now my parents are the oldest. Like um, and definitely like coming from my dad's a lot older than my mom, and like my dad's also I think he's like 63 now. So he starts out at a old age, and so it's just like now I'm like, well, his mom made it to like 78. So do I just have a ticking timer on him? And and my parents are moving, which is just super fun.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you know Spencer Backman?
It sounds familiar, Bachman.
So him and Parker Sorensen, I hung out with a lot
Oh,
in high
yeah,
school. I mean, we all went through various friend groups. I feel like yours stayed the same for a while. I went through a couple different friend groups, and I feel like I like to hang out with everybody, but I didn't really have like a set group besides like Garrett, you know. But
yeah,
this was first created. This was first created with Parker and Spencer, a little bit with Amelia Woolley and Aubrey Strong, if you remember them,
yep.
and like
Of
Nate
course, I
Stockwell.
remember Aubrey Strong.
Who doesn't, right? And then Nate Stockwell. I love Nate. And I still talk to him all the time. I mean, we're in the same class. We're in the clan together. I mean, he's in Texas living his life. But anyways, Spencer is having a child. He's going to be a father. He's a year
Spencer
younger than me.
Sorensen.
Spencer Backman.
Oh, okay, I was like,
This
wait,
one of my oldest buddies, right? Well, not oldest, but
Jesus,
like
dude,
he's a great kid and I love him.
you're
Actually,
younger than you.
I don't even think I told Dakota this. I need to tell Dakota this. Um, yo, Spencer is having a child. I don't know if I told. Um, but it just makes me sad because I mean I'm never realistically I don't see myself seeing Spencer again. It seems like he just wanted to get out of Utah and not really see people, you know. And you can't control this. I mean people just move on. But I guess it just makes me I can't describe the feeling, but it's a feeling I've never had before until about this last year or 2 years where it's just things are not the same. You know they're not going to be the same because they're moving on, you know? And I don't know, it's just like having a kid is like you can't come back from that. I'm not saying don't have children, but
No,
that's
that's
like
a whole different thing.
that's a whole different thing. Like you have a whole ass child that you have to take care of now.
Yeah, it's like bigger than just getting pets. Like pets are still a big thing, and like like dogs, cats, like Jesus,
Yeah,
man.
but I mean
But
if you
a
don't want your
kid,
kid, you can't just like, just put your kid on KSL.
I would love. Honestly, that'd be so funny. Like a post on in like pets and livestock and KSL, and just be a kid,
That would be pretty funny.
kid for sale. Um,
Um, yeah.
but no, I get that, and like, oh God, yeah, the amount of people who've gotten married from our class alone, like
Oh yeah. Especially the year
Jesus, man.
after. And the divorces too.
Oh yeah,
Woo!
dude, the divorces, the marriages, the kids, like people pregnant. I'm like, Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
It's super terrifying and super like honestly, it's super scary to see like our old friends like that.
Yeah, I guess
But it's
I've figured out what my fear is. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you if you need to
no,
continue.
go for it.
I think I figured out what my thing is, what it is I'm actually worried about, and that is just losing touch with people. If I can stay in touch with people, I don't have to see them, right? I'll just be happy just to know that they're okay, that they're living their lives, that they're having fun, or whatever's
Mhm.
going on. Like I just love to be able to keep in touch with those that I love, and losing touch, I mean, it sucks. And it happens, I mean, naturally sometimes, but in this day and age, like if you really want to, like, here's the thing for me, right? This kind of bugs me, and I don't care about my follower count. I don't. I just feel like I see it differently than most, and that is where it's like if I follow you, I don't care if you follow me back. I'm just interested in your life. But if you follow me back and like we get to know each other and stuff, and then you just decide to just unfollow me, it's like okay, but like what if I unfollow you? You know, what if we never see each other again?
Hmm.
And for a lot of people, it's like that's fine, you know. But it is kind of interesting because it's like we used to be so tight, and now you don't want anything to do with me. I mean, that's fine, but it's just like wow, you know. And people come and go. I mean, they ebb and flow. You have I mean, people you see them, and then sometimes they don't stick around, and I've come to accept that. But it's just like if there are those that I really love, I really want to hold on to them, you know,
Yeah.
because they've given
No,
me
I
some
totally
value
get
in
that.
life. Um,
I mean, that's how like Donnie and I are. That's like, I mean, like Donovan, Marin.
yeah, I love Donnie.
Yeah, like
Oh, he's
that's
great.
that's
I
literally
actually
how
just
we
talked to him
are.
today.
Nice. I haven't talked to him in a little while. He's a good
I
cat.
like wished him a happy birthday, and like I know about his like girlfriend and everything, but like we like chat every 3 months or so now,
Yeah,
and it's just
I
like
haven't seen
I
him
that's how it
in
is.
since Zach Anderson's wedding.
Yeah, I haven't seen him since we played Magic with him at Gamehaven, Luke, like a year and a half
What,
ago.
Donovan?
Yeah, is when he
No,
brought
I
those.
saw him since that.
Well,
I saw
I
him.
haven't seen him since then.
Oh, you haven't? Yeah, that's a long time to not see him. Donovan, I mean, honestly, he's the
He's so
best.
busy. He is so
He's
busy
so
though,
busy.
dude.
Dude, I saw him at the wedding. Or no, my brother's wedding, actually. That was more recent. Um, and he had worked 65 hours on the job that he was working because he just needed
Yeah,
money to pay
he's
bills.
working. Yeah, he's working UPS and he's killing it there, but he's working like 50-hour minimum weeks basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
So it's like every time I try to like hit him up, he's just like, "Yeah, I can't." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And it's sad, but like I've watched so many friends like slide away in the sense.
Yeah,
I won't ever lose track of Donovan Marin. I will make his kids and my kids. They will be friends.
I mean, like, yeah, like Donovan and I, literally Donovan and I, by the way, were born in the same hospital in Washington,
oh
about
wow.
2 weeks apart. So like we were pretty good history. But like Donovan, Kaylee Patino, Michael Campbell, like all of them are like my original friend group. Avery, geez,
Avery
like,
sends me the funniest through the snaps
oh
he
my
sends.
God, dude, his snaps are always the best. I like save them and I'm just like, this is gonna be a great day, isn't it?
Oh yeah, he sent me one. Oh, he sent me one today. I'm really bad at getting back to him, and I feel bad because I really enjoy his snaps, but I just don't
I don't
use
even respond to his snaps usually. I usually just let them. I like read them and just leave.
Savage.
With him, because I know I'll just keep getting more. Like I think once I had like 3 days of his snaps in a row, and I was just like, damn, literally the same setting. I like know every inch of that bathroom now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I think I've been over to his house like a bunch of times, but I still never knew. I don't even know where it is in his house. All I know is that I know that bathroom.
Yeah, same. If I woke
If
up in
I,
the bathroom, I'd be like, I'm in Avery's house.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's a fun guy.
Uh,
You know who I've really
yeah,
been trying to get to do stuff is Garrett Gibbons, man. I love the
so
kid,
busy with
but
school, dude.
well, yeah, but he just is always making himself busy just in general.
Hmm.
And here, I'm gonna share this because this is actually like really cool. Um, but yeah, he's just like he's always making himself busy, and I'm like, why? Like, I don't know. And
I get
his
it.
I guess his life priorities, like he just really wants a girlfriend,
Well,
and
it's no
it's
offense
all
to
he
the
seems to
Mormons.
care about, I guess. But have you heard of this
Yeah,
stuff? I don't know if you've seen what I'm streaming, but
dude, I have
electric
heard of this stuff. I
electric
love it.
sheep. I love electric
Hmm.
sheep. I know I showed you the video from Adult Swim, but
Hmm.
I've had this for years. I've just never actually sat here and just like let it play through,
Jesus, what
and
is this?
it
Like,
just keeps
how'd you get
going.
this wallpaper, dude? This is great.
Wallpaper engine.
Also,
Oh,
I love
and
your
it's gone.
organization. And it's gone.
Thanks. Oh, this isn't organized, dude. I just because I used to be really organized. My other
Dude,
browser, my other Windows.
FileZilla. FileZilla indeed, bruh.
Yeah.
What do you use that for?
FileZilla. Oh, that was for
Yeah.
Minecraft, but then I didn't ever have to end up using it. I don't really need
Yeah.
that anymore.
I use that for
Fi.
work.
Yeah, I used to be really, really organized, but now I'm just like stuff is here. Because I usually just open up Steam here, and then go over to library, or
Yeah.
and I don't really care about where things are as much anymore. And then in random important stuff, I just like put over here someplace, like just like random long exposures that I took or something. But
That's
no,
like
that was a
mine.
shitty one. Wow, these are old. These are like years and years and years old.
Oh damn. Yeah. Well, do you still do photography a lot, or
I
you
was
just like?
supposed to for the 24th, but I got out of it. But
Oh really?
oh, here's a good one. This was me the other day. Wait, hold on. I love this video. Hold on. All right, you ready for this? This was me. This was me on Saturday. It cracks me up, dude.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm organizing my files with the hard drives because like these are all the videos.
Hmm. Oh man, my files are super organized. Actually, not on this computer. On my work computer, it's like perfectly displayed.
Yeah. Um, I don't know.
So
And then I just have one of the best videos of all time. I don't know if you've seen this, but I don't know. I need to go through and organize all this stuff, I guess. Yo, you know Ben Green, right?
mhm.
He sent me a snap yesterday. He's like, dude, I'm tripping. And so I was like, sick, all right. And so I just sent him stuff like this. But it just out of the blue, like he sent me this image. He was so happy about it too. I was like, you legend. I wonder what
That's
he's up to
awesome.
right now.
Yeah,
Mac and
totally.
cheese bike. He's in here. He just doesn't do as much.
Yeah, I remember he popped in. He popped in one of the VCs once.
Who?
Jesus, Green.
Oh
Ben
yeah, yeah, yeah. He was. We played Minecraft when it first popped out, but
What is happening?
what I want to do eventually is to start like I want to build a channel like that just showcases this stuff 24/7. Just like cool music videos, like an MTV for the Discord, you know?
That'd actually be really cool.
Right? Yeah, it's a good video. All right, my dude.
Uh,
I'll leave this
yeah.
playing for a second, but I'm
No,
gonna mute
no.
myself.
You go do your stuff.
All right, I will. Good chat, man.
Good chat indeed. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, take it easy. Bye, Mags. Bye, Leilu.
Bye, Leilu. Bye, Mags.